Hey everyone, in today's video we're going to have a go at modeling the speakers that you see for this guitar. Now in the previous video we have modeled the actual guitar itself. I had to split it up because it's going to end up being like a 6-7 hour video, which I doubt anyone want to sit through in one sitting. So this video mainly focuses on getting the actual speakers done, and then we bring it all together and have a go at texturing and rendering to produce something like that as our final outcome. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you've got any questions, leave a comment down below or email me at design.with-simon@outlook.com. Okay, so let's start by bringing in a reference image. So we're going to do that. We're going to insert and canvas, or you can click on this button here. And then in my downloads, I have got somewhere, where are you? There we go. I'll bring this one in. And scale it up a little bit and flip it around. Just move it to the side. Like that. So I haven't got one that's straight on, annoyingly, but we'll be okay with this one. So we're going to create a sketch. And then what we'll do is let's hit alpha line. I'm going to just draw the profile. In fact, let's do alpha rectangle first. Let's do a center rectangle in the middle. I'm not too worried about it being exact measurements because we're going to take it into Blender to scale it up anyway. So I just want to get a rough idea. I'm going to hit alpha line, come to the middle. Something like that. And I'm going to hit T for trim and just trim off those bits there and finish sketch. I'm going to hit E to extrude and then drag it out a little bit. Let's see how far out we want to make it. Something like that looks about right. Okay, what we then want to do, let's hit F to fill it and just fill it this just a little bit. Something like that. So I'm going to open up the bodies. I'm going to Control-C, Control-V to copy and paste it. I'm going to hide the original and I'm going to go to press pull and drag this out a little bit. I'm going to drag this out. Let's try like, we'll see what 5 looks like, and we can always change it later. Let's do this. Like that. Let's then bring that one back. Okay, that's probably a bit too big. So let's change, right click that and change it to like 2 looks. Let's come back to our reference. Let's do 3. Yeah, we'll do 3. So we'll just update those and change that to 3. And then change this one to 3 as well. So what we then want to do is let's take this one. I'm going to right click, move copy, and just drag it forwards a bit so it's not intersecting with the back over here. Like that. And then I'm going to go combine, toggle a U, toolbar a U, cut, and keep. So then if I turn that off, you see that I've now cut that out. What we'll then do, let's take this and let's see if this will work. Let's press pull, take that and drag. Now let's move that for a second. Let's then hit F to fill it. Let's fillet these corners a little bit. Something like that, and I'm going to hit E to extrude. I'm going to drag this out like that, change that to new body. I'm going to create a sketch on this body here, hit P to project and change it to specified entities and just grab that like that. So if I turn that off, you can see we've got that. Let's then go to split body, select this, click OK. We can remove the bit we don't want, which is that bit. right click and remove. Let's bring that back, and then let's try and push that in a little bit. And let's drag that in. Something a bit more, something like that. Okay, so we've got like the basic sort of shape down. Let's start rounding off some more. Well, let's just check first of all, what size fillet did we do here? So that was, call it 1. So let's repeat fillet by pressing F. I'm going to grab these. That may need, let's try 2. Too much. 1.5. 1.5 looks about right. And then we're going to round off all the other bits as well. So we're going to repeat fillet. Enter. Something like that. Okay, let's then, before we do that, let's go back a little bit. I'm going to create a sketch. But let's not do it on that side because that's made it go at a bit of a weird angle. Let's create a sketch on this bit here. Do R for rectangle. Let's come in a little bit. Let's do center. Something like that. Oh, actually, maybe we want to bring that a bit more. Let's grab that, delete it. Let's just try something like that. That split body. Like that. Right. There, something like that. Sketch, that's split body. Let's come to the side. Same sort of thing. Something like that. That's then split body. There we go. Now, if I turn off canvas and sketch in a second, I should just have that bit. Okay, so let's combine those back together again. Okay, so we've got now this bit. So what we're going to do is let's press, pull. Let's modify and scale. Grab that, make it a bit bigger. Something like that. Let's then take that, move copy, move it into position, like that. We'll bring back our canvas so we can see it a bit more clearly. So we're going to round that off quite a lot. So let's do F for fillet. something like that, I think. I'm going to take this and isolate it for a second. Let's fillet these bits as well. Like that. Right click and unisolate. That starts to look about right. I'm going to just turn off my sketches there. I'm going to turn that off for a second. I'm just going to refill that hole there. Like that. Right, let's bring this back. I'm going to start to do some screws. So let's create a sketch. I'll do alpha line to find the middle there, and then C for circle, and come out something like that. Grab that and drag in, and then I'm going to hit E to extrude again and drag up. Change that to new body, and I'm going to create a sketch on this surface here. That's it, alpha line. Then let's modify and extend like that, and then we'll offset to 0.1, minus 0.1, same up here, 0.1, offset, minus 0.1, oh, minus 0.1, like that. Finish sketch. I'm going to turn off those. Let's hit E to extrude. Drag that in a little bit. So that will start to look like a screw. Let's do a chamfer. Drag that like that. And then last little bit is we're going to do a little fillet. That's a bit too much. Okay, let's try. Okay, let's do that. Like that. So we've got that. Let's then bring that all back and take this. I'll probably leave it there actually. Let's hide that for a second. Let's hit F to fillet and fillet that like that and bring that back. No, actually, let's right click, move copy, and bring that up just a little bit. Something like that. So we then want to have that on these two pieces as well. So let's take this, Control C, Control V. Let's rotate this round 90 degrees. Bring this into position. something like that, and we'll Control C, Control V again, bring it down. And this time we're going to rotate minus 90 degrees like that. Let's come to the bottom. Bring it over. Bring it up. Like that. And then we'll combine target body U, tool body U, and U, cut and keep tools. Let's then get rid of those for a second. Hit F to fill it, and just grab these like that. So we've then got a little corner piece. This bit here, we don't want, so let's get rid of that. Let's right click and remove that. So we've got our corner piece there. Let's mirror that. So I'm going to get rid of that. So I'm going to mirror that across. Let's go to create, mirror, bodies. Let's grab 1, 2, 3. Not you. Which one is it? It's that one. U, 1, 2, 3. Select. Okay, so what we need to do is set up a midplane first. Let's do that. So construct midplane, grab this surface here and this surface here. So that's right in the middle. And let's do the same. Construct midplane, this surface here, this surface there. So now we've got those planes set up. Now we can go to create and mirror. Let's grab those 4, select like that. We'll repeat mirror. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Select this back plane here. So we've now got that, and we'll do it again. Repeat mirror. Missed those ones out. Select. And we'll grab this plane here. Select. Click OK. We can turn off these construction planes now. We do just want to move these over a bit. So let's right click, move copy, bodies. I'm going to just box select those. Come to the top. Drag into position. Something like that. Let's bring it out just a little bit more. You got something like that. Okay, so we've now got those in place. Let's take this body, right click. Oh, first of all, we want to combine. So we're going to go combine, target body U, tool body. We're going to grab all of these bits. Cut and keep tools. Now if I take this, I'm going to right click and isolate. So now we've got those little cutouts there. So now we just want to fill it these. So work our way around. I'll do the same as well. Just hold down Control so I can select multiple. Last two. Okay, that's an isolate. Okay, I'm just gonna feature for a second. Isolate. I actually think what I want to do is let's get rid of that for a second, and let's try and do a slightly smaller fillet on these and see how that goes. 0.1. Then if I fill it here, will that work? Yeah, okay. Right, what we'll do instead, let's do a smaller fix. It'll look a bit weird. So let's change that. 0.1. Getting a weird. So what, let's do half and mirror it over rather than getting some weird results. 1. One. Come down here. Split. Build it. We'll do 0.1. Okay. Now what we'll do is let's bring back our construction planes. That what we want. Split body. This one here we'll remove. Okay, now let's fill it. Okay, so we've got that. Let's mirror that over again. Create mirror, bodies, mirror plane there, and join it together. So now we've got that. We can then isolate, bring everything back, but turn off our construction planes. We don't need them anymore. And then we want to do a small fillet. Like that, I think. And then let's take this one, isolate. There you go, so we've got that. Let's then add in, so if I bring back the canvas for a second, you'll see then we've got a Marshall logo we need to have. So I've managed to find logo online and I've created it as an SVG. So I'm going to go to Insert, SVG, in my downloads, Marshall logo. So what we'll do is let's select this surface here. I'll make this quite a bit smaller. Something like that, I feel. Let's hit E to extrude. Take it out. Mm. 0.7. I want to change that to new body. For that. Is that a bit too big? Maybe it is. Let's modify scale it down just a little bit. Let's move copy a bit more central. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to fill it this very well because it's going to, SVGs tend to have loads of like jaggedy bits. We'll try something really small. 2. We'll start with 0.01. 0.015? 0.01. There we go. Yeah, you find a lot of SVGs, you see how they got like loads of these little extra faces and stuff. It goes a bit jaggedy, so it never tends to work very well without a lot of cleanup. Okay, so we've got that. We then want to have these handles at the side. So let's hide a couple of things first. Let's hide this. I'm going to create a sketch along here. For rectangle, let's do a center rectangle. Something like that. And let's offset. Yes, something like that works okay actually. Okay, sketch. I'm then going to actually bring that back. I'm going to create another sketch. Just draw a line there. What I want to do is let's split this body with that. So we turn that body off. I'm going to combine that and that together and keep. I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to come out like that. Like that. Okay. So now let's go E to extrude. Drag in a little bit. Like that. I'm going to change that to new body. Bring back that sketch. That sketch. I'm going to take this body. Wherever that body is. And hide it. E to extrude. Grab that and drag it out a little bit. Just to sort of rough out the shape. Like that. Let's turn off that sketch and get this. There we go. Let's shell this. E to extrude and bring up. That gives us the rough sort of shape. Let's modify, let's try draft, and let's do pull direction here, base there. Like that. Let's do that on the other side as well. So pull direction there in this space. Like that. That's looking about right. Let's fillet these bits. Okay. Right. Will we be able to fill it this? Will it? Well, oh, it will. Okay. Fill it around these as well. Let's then create a sketch on here. Oh, anything. Sketch. What I want to do is do a C for circle. Something like that. E to extrude. Go across like that. Might be a bit too big, so let's make it a bit smaller. A bit more like it. Do a small fillet. Okay, you want to have screw holes again, so let's create sketch. See, got a circle. I'm going to drag down a bit and up a little bit. So it's a new body. Made that a bit too tall. Something like that. Create sketch on that surface, like we did before. Do alpha line, come up, same along there. Modify and extend. And offset. Again, we'll just do one. Mirror over because there's no point doing the same thing twice. E to extrude. Drag down. Modify chamfer. Drag in a bit. Have to fill it. Okay. Let's see. Well, quite big screws, aren't they? Modify, scale, it's a bit smaller. Something like that. Move it back into position a little bit. Okay. And then construct mid-plane. Let's do the middle again. There, we'll do the same. Top and bottom. So create mirror bodies, just grab that body, mirror plane. And we'll do that again. There we go, and then we'll turn those off. Let's combine tool body U. I'm going to cut and keep these. Like that. And then here we do want to isolate. to fillet. Right click and isolate. Let's then bring all that back. What we want to try and do, let's combine target body U, tool body U, keep. So let's turn off bits we don't want. Remove that bit. Let's just make sure that's looking okay. So where's this one? There. I'll just fill it this round just a smidge. Okay, and then let's bring that back. Okay, so all we want to do now then is let's turn it off. Let's split body. Split, I'm going to bring back this one. Like that. I'm going to hide that body. Let's then take this one and remove, create, mirror, select here. I'm going to set this to new body first and then combine, because what I don't want to happen is it accidentally joins to the corner piece as well. So join, but don't keep, so that then puts that hole on the same side. And then create, mirror, bodies. Let's grab all of these. Select that same mirror plane, click OK. Right. So we have now got one speaker done. I'm going to give this a quick save. So what we'll do is we'll do the little like speaker mini bit that goes at the top, and then we'll have a go at texture roll. So let me get this a quick save, and then we'll have a go at doing the next bit. Okay, so now we've got that speaker. Then I've got another canvas reference image, which is this one here. So we're going to make this bit that goes on the top. So relatively easy. It's not a super complex shape. It's going to be a rectangle with a lot of fillets and plates and that sort of thing. So let's create a sketch, and we will do it on this plane here, just so that what we can do is come up like this. And let's just make sure everything lines up. And then let's draw a line straight across. And how tall roughly do we want it to be? Something like this maybe? It's not straight. If I extend, that's not straight either. There we go. Is that a little bit too tall? Right, let's try it and see. Let's hit E to extrude, and my sketch has disappeared. I'm going to grab and stretch this all the way back to there. I'm also going to change this to two-sided because I want this to line up Up there. Click OK. Right, what do we think? Too tall? Like that. Okay, let's then create a sketch, and we're going to offset, bring that in a little bit, something like that. E to extrude. We'll drag back a little bit, I'm then going to do the same thing. Let's hit E to extrude. I'm going to bring this forward a little bit, change that to new body. So that's going to be like the meshy bit there, and then we'll do one more. Okay, I think that probably is too short actually. Need to extrude. Take this, drag this out, something like that. Right. When did I do? Okay. Before we do that, let's take that up a bit, something like that. There we go, that looks a bit more like it. These to extrude, I put it from ages ago, so let's get rid of those. Okay, that looks a bit more like it. I'm actually going to take these, let's find those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. There we go. Control C, Control B, bring up. Can I just scale them down, or do you reckon? I reckon they're probably okay there, actually. Yeah, actually, let's scale it. What if I scale? I'll scale it slightly. Grab these. Something like that. That's probably more like it. Move, copy. Like that. Let's then mirror that across. So we're going to go create new plane. We'll grab here and here. Great. Mirror. Grab all these bodies. Select. Like that. That was lucky. Then we should. No, we need mid-plane again, aren't we? Construct mid-plane. There. There. Create. Mirror. Grab those again. And these. Move across there. Okay, and then construct new plane. Create mirror. Create this one as well. Let's select there. And done. So let's turn off all of those construction planes. We don't need them anymore. At least not at the minute. Let's go to combine. Target body U, tool body. We'll grab all of these. We'll cut and keep again. Like that. Let's then take this body. Isolate. Billet. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all. Let's try this and see how it looks. Might be a bit too big. Got everything? Not missed this side here. Okay, and then these and do slightly bigger fillet. There you go. And let's round these corners off as well. Okay, let's right click and isolate, bring everything back. What fillet did I do there? 0.6. Okay, let's take this. Isolate. Fillet. 6. I'll take this one as well. Isolate. Fillet. 0.6. Oh no, 0.06. isolate. Okay, so we've got that. We then want another Marshall logo, so let's take that body. Let's do C#B, bring it up. Actually, pretty good size. Like that. Like that. I think. Up. Oh no, it's because it's slanted surface, isn't it? Right, let's do a sketch. Insert SVG. Got my Marshall logo. There we go. Let's hit E to extrude. Bring that out. New body. Oh, we had to do like a really small fillet, didn't we? So it was like .01. .02 work? No, it didn't. .01 did work though. Okay. Right, so we've got that. We've got to do these dials in a second. I'm going to give this a quick save. Let's do the handle at the top. So what we want to do is find the middle. Okay. Let's hit R for rectangle, set to rectangle, something like that. E to extrude, drag up and set that to new body. Let's just fillet this round, give it a bit more of an interesting shape. Now let's go to shell. Let's grab this face here. So what? Let's do it this way. Project that whole shape and offset it. E to extrude. Drag that through. Like that. We want to mirror that, but we've got a mid plane already. Great. Mirror. Like that. And then we just make like a little bendy bit of a handle. So we'll come to forms for that. And what we'll do is let's make a plane. And let's do 2 point, and we'll come from here to here like that. What we want to do is let's add a couple of bases like that. And then what we could do is let's take this body, right click, move copy, bring it up a little bit. You can then right click, edit form, grab these edges, drag up a little bit. What we can do if we do soft modification, drag it up. Something like that. Modify and thicken. Let's just make that a bit thicker. Finish form. And let's just grab these edges. Why is that taking ages? Should I save this before I had to do this? Okay. Cancel. Save. I'll take this body for a second. Isolate. Let's just grab all of it. 0.01. 2. 3. There you go. 0.03. And isolate. There you go. Now we've got handle. I do want to add some feet as well. Let's take this body. Isolate. Sketch. Circle. E to extrude. Grab the profile. Come down. Bring in a little bit. Body. Have to fill it. Something like that. Like that. Control C, Control V, and bring down. Grab up those. Control C, Control V to copy and paste and bring it over. Like that. Let's then unisolate. How's that looking? We can actually bring all that down now, can't we? So let's do that in Blender. Right, let's take 1, 2, 3, 4. Control C, Control V, copy and paste. Bring them down. Okay. Then let's take that one and that one. Right click, move copy. Like that. Is that going to be deep enough? Just about. Okay, let's grab that. Okay. I think what we're going to need to do is hide that for a second. Let's do press pull. Now let's take that. Copy. Okay, so let's just finish off dials on the plate, which should be relatively easy. So first one, we're going to have these two little switches. I'm not going to do the exact ones, I'm going to do one layer of switches, I think. So let's do half a rectangle, come across, put it in. Hit extrude, drag up, new body, fillet these edges as well. Extrude, drag up a little bit. Set that to new body, modify draft. Like that. How's that looking? Looks fine to me. Okay, so we got one of those switches. Let's grab that and create a copy. Control-C, Control-V. Move that over. A bit closer. Something like that. Okay, let's then sketch. We'll do in the middle. Extrude that out a little bit. New body. That's far too big. Something like that. Let's fillet that around. How's that looking? Looking all right. Let's create pattern. Rectangular pattern. Let's grab that. Let's see. Let's grab that. And we'll do 3. Let's then take one, Control V, move that over. Create pattern. Again, let's do 3. take this one again. Ctrl-V. Create pattern. Turn the pattern. This time I'll do 4. Like that. And then we want to have create polygon. Too big. Polygon. Extruded. New body. Rid of that extrude. There we go. Then let's create a sketch. From here. Offset. H project first. Then we'll offset. Bring that in. We need to extrude. Let's turn off these sketches first. There we go. In. And let's something like that. Right, let's have a little look back. I think we'll call that done. So all that's left now is I'm going to take this back into, or not back in Blender, but into Blender, along with the guitar model that we did in the previous video, and we'll finish texturing everything. So I'm going to save it. And go File, Export, change that to FBX, and then we're going to jump back over to Blender. Okay, so we're in Blender, and this is our guitar model we did in a previous video. I'll remember to put a link to this in the video, and if I remember, I'll put it on the top of the screen now. But what we can do, so we can go to File, Import, FBX, and we'll go to our downloads, and let's grab our amp. And there it is. So let's rotate that x90 minus. We've got it there. Let's then come to the front first of all. Let's scale it up a bit bigger. GZ to bring up. GY to bring back a little bit. Front, GZ, something like that. Let's bring it back a little bit, like that. Okay, then let's cut to the side. I'm just going to take these ones. We don't want these. Let's then Shift D to duplicate, X bring it over. And I don't want to duplicate these, so I can get rid of those bits. Let's then come to the top. G, I'm going to rotate around a little bit. Extra scale to make that a little bit smaller. And a little bit bigger. Then Shift D, bring that over. In fact, that's not Shift D. How are we doing it? Let's then Alt D to instance it, bring it over. Z, rotate it around. Excuse me. Go to the front. Something like that. And then go grab my guitar. In fact, let's set up the scene first. Let's do this. And what I want to do is Shift A. The camera. And then let's align it to camera to view. Something like that. Okay. Let's just play around with this for a minute. Let's take guitar, top, let's rotate it something like that. Let's grab all of these and go a bit closer. Something sort of like that. Let's Shift A, mesh and plane. Go to the front view. G, Z, make sure everything is sitting where it should do. This needs to come down a little bit. Down as well. Do the same on this one. Z, bring down a little bit. Something like that's okay. Welcome. Yeah, something like that. Let's then take that, Shift D, RX90. That's G, where I move back, scale up. I'll scale this up as well. My name is big as that. Okay, so something like that. So let's start adding some texture. So for that, we're using Blender Kit. So let's change this to the shader editor. Over here, let's have the camera for now. I'm gonna give this a save. Let's do floor materials, like a wooden floor, don't we? So maybe. Try a different one. So that. There, yeah, that's more like it. Let's rotate that around a little bit. Something like that. A bit small as well. There you go, something like that. Let's then some bricks. Put that on there. Scale that down a bit. Something like that, but then I want to change that to make that darker. So let's add a color ramp. Okay, something sort of like that. I'll play around with the light and everything in a bit. Let's want like a grainy plastic. Something like that. So let's put that on. Oh no, that material broken. Yeah, let's grab a different one. Try this one. Actually, that works quite well. Let's grab those, that, drop out to materials. And then we want to wrap as well. like that. Then we want more like a glossy. Let's take white plastic. Let's duplicate it. Glossy. Let's then change to black. Let's go to the roughness. Let's turn that down a bit. It's a bit more glossy. Like that. Okay. So now let's grab all these bits. Materials. That looking pretty good. I do want that to be white plastic, so we can just take another white plastic like that. Drop out and link those materials as well. You want like a mesh. That's good. Accidentally put the wrong thing on it. Yeah, back to normal again. Link materials. go. Let's just do this one as well. Okay, so we're not far away. How's that looking? Let's take the camera a second. I feel like I need to bring it up a little bit. Shift. Like that. It's a bit more like it. Obviously, we've still got to do like lighting and everything as well, but let's look like a brass. There you go, something like that. Try that one. I like it. Actually, let's grab all of those. Right, materials. Go back to the shader editor. Change that back to black again. Like that. Okay. Hide that. Come to the bottom. Wrong place. Okay, then let's do that. We have got Roberta. Let's grab all of these. Do unhide everything. I'm going to grab this one. Oh, materials. It's the wrong thing. Did not mean to select that. Try that again. Bottom. Grab all of these. Materials. Yeah. Now that's starting to look. Get in there. Oh, I forgot to do those ones as well. These. Materials. Bit like a rubber. Okay, I think we're not far away texture-wise. Right, give save. Let's start adding some lights in. So let's go Shift A, light, let's do an area light, GZ, I'll bring it over here, rotate, something like that, and then come to the top. Something like that. I'm going to click on use nodes, make sure cycles, yeah. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my light, Shift A, and image texture, and then open. And on my desktop I've got my gobos. Let's go for something like that. We need to bring the spread down to 0 to begin with so we can see what's going on. Let's then go to render mode. Let's see what's going on. Okay, I think. Right, on this material here, we clearly have some down. Don't want any subsurface scattering. Perfect. I'm going to get a save. Again, I don't want it to crash. Shift A, light, do an area light, bring up. Starting to look good already. Okay, yeah, let's bring it around. Turn the power of this down a little bit, maybe. Less. Yeah, something like that looks good. Right, let's increase the spread a little bit. Yeah, because if you go no, you see the shadows are too sharp. So if we go 2, now you can do this completely then. Let's go 1. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Save. I'm going to try adding depth of field. It depends on the scale at which we made this. So let's try it. If not, we can always do that in post anyway. Let's go to empty. Let's add a cube. Scale it down. Just roughly the size of the guitar. Something like that. Okay, let's grab our camera. Depth of field. Let's turn it on. And watch Blender crash for a second. Yeah, there we go. I'll give this a quick save. Save. Right, that field on. Let's grab that empty. Just slightly out of focus, which is what we want. Camera size down quite a bit. Okay. It's looking pretty good. I've realised now that one thing we haven't done is give a material to our screw. So let's just do that quickly. Metal. I'll just grab this like that. Okay. So now let's go grab all the screws, and we'll do the one we're going to see because otherwise it's going to take us forever. This oh, materials. How's that looking? It's more like it. We've got our depth of field. There we go. That's what we want to our depth of field, just slightly out there. So let's turn back on our render view. Okay, so what's left really now, going to save, is I'm going to start to add a few little surface imperfections, dust, brown, that sort of thing. So for that, I've got an add-on called One Click Age that I use, which is very, very good. I'll put a link to the video, no, a link to the add-on on that on Blender Market. So let's start setting up little bits of like edge where you don't want much, just want a little bit. The benefit as well is because we duplicated the same material a couple of times. It does the same to all of the materials, which is very useful. Turn that edge right up a little bit. You don't want to go too heavy with surface imperfection, that's when it starts to look a bit more fake. How are we looking if I go to camera view? Pretty good. I'll make sure I save this because it's starting to slow down a little bit. notch down a bit. That's a bit too much. Yeah, something like that. Right. Let's come out, have a little look. I think we're pretty much done a little bit to the back. Right, give that a quick save. So I think we're going to stop there. Hopefully you've enjoyed following along. Apologies, I had to put it over 2 because obviously the guitar itself took like 4 hours of video, and then the speaker didn't take quite as long. But hopefully you enjoyed following along. If you've got any questions, leave a comment down below, or email me at design with Simon at outlook.com.